Hi guys, we're gonna make another protein-rich, macro-friendly meal. This is gonna be my lunch. So I am going to make a potato and octopus salad. I know, a little weird, but octopus has so much protein and so little fat and so little carbs. It has none of that. The only thing is that sometimes they can it with olive oil and then you get your oil in that way. However, this one's gonna be low because we're gonna drain it, clean it up, all that. But even on the nutrition facts, it says it only has 2 of fat. I don't necessarily believe that because it's in the oil, but like I said, I'm gonna drain it, I'm gonna pat it, and all that. Then I took some of those Better Good potatoes and air fried them into my little kasori oven over there. And so we're gonna just assemble now because I've got everything pretty much set up. So here we go. I have some olives. Grab a bigger knife for this. Because now we're just gonna make my little salad. So we've got my little olives. And we have some bell pepper. So we already met our carbs with the potatoes. And we almost met our protein with the octopus. So on top of the octopus, I'm gonna add some langostino. Langostino is very high protein. We're gonna have a mini cucumber, and it can be something that you can add to your food whenever you're missing a little bit of protein, because it has no fat, no carbs, just pure protein. And it's seafood, so if you're making something with seafood, add that in there. So we've got a cucumber here. Now, I am gonna have a little bit of ketchup just because I like potatoes with ketchup. You don't have to have that because that might be weird to you. But anyways, we've got that. We're gonna also add, these are the langostinos. And see, for 3 ounces, it's gonna be 11 grams of pure protein. And that's 60 calories. So we're gonna add, we've got the bell pepper, and we're gonna add 1/4 of a lemon juice, so about 1/2 of a half. And we'll mix this up all here in a minute. And we're gonna have some parsley, whoops, and some salt, some pepper, and we're gonna add a little bit of garlic, a little bit of olive oil, some of these pickled red onions, and some of this balsamic vinegar. So I'm gonna put that in there and then I'll assemble the rest. This is what our octopus looks like. This is the olive oil that I'm using. It's just a little bit nicer. We're adding 1 teaspoon of this balsamic vinegar. Be aware that this does have calories. Red wine vinegar, however, does not. So, depending on if you need to add calories and stuff, use that. If you don't want to add calories, use the other. Okay, so we're just mixing everything to meld the flavors. Look at this beautiful, colorful octopus salad. I think I'm also gonna cut the octopus just a little bit so I don't have giant pieces. They're not really giant, but just so I have more octopus to go around. And I'm gonna add my langostino in there. And for my langostino, I season it kind of like a lobster chow. So a little bit of rosemary, a little bit of thyme, a little bit of garlic and onion powder, and a little bit of butter extract just to give it that little buttery kind of taste. Salt and pepper. And I'm gonna add just a little bit of red pepper flakes. Might add some Italian seasoning or oregano, depending on how this is gonna be starting to taste. So parsley in there. We've got the lemon juice. The lemon juice. I'm gonna add lemon zest. Zest it up, baby. Gotta make your stuff fancy. That way you can enjoy it. Don't be sitting there eating just boring, bland food. You can eat delicious food under 300 calories. Oh yeah, you can already smell it. It's like, gonna make such a difference just to have these lemon zest in there. Absolutely fantastic once you put the lemon zest in there. All right, I'm gonna put my potatoes in there. Look how pretty this is turning out. So many colors. And I'm gonna go for a little oregano. Oregano, paprika, and a little bit of garlic and onion powder. And that is it. Look at that, delish and nutrish. Nice and tart with the lemon. Perfect for summer. Enjoy.